cry. Don't cry.
Okay. So, hi everyone. You may have heard bits and pieces from me before. I think I spoke last time a little bit. So my name is Chrissy, and although I'm a body shop consultant, I'm also a zoologist, an environmental scientist, a koala crusader, and an all kinds of wildlife warrior. The journey for me in the Biobridges project started a few years back when they announced the new Enrich Not Exploit campaign and the Biobridge that was going to be helping Reggie. Some may remember the blubbering mess I was when we were asked, what did we think of this new campaign? And I said, this is the greatest thing that Body Shop has ever done. I guess we're all in the business for different reasons. I've been with the Body Shop for just over 5 years, but using the products for more than 20. I love the values of the company and being a force for good, fighting for our wildlife and for our planet. We watched videos of Kate, Jessie and Chris, and I was determined to meet those people and to introduce myself. I had emails and phone conversations over the net and was introduced to Simon in the UK as well. The team there didn't know the state our koalas were in, and I was determined to get them to help here, to have worldwide recognition and international help that our koalas so very need. They are an Australian icon, known around the world, and I can't just let them slip away. Animals are voiceless, although, have you heard of male koala? So I will continue to be a voice for all the species that we share this planet with. So this was way before they announced the World Biobridges mission. We kept the communication going for another year or so with more calls and emails to keep each other in the loop and to get the Body Shop involved with our volunteer hours as well. And then the World Biobridge mission was announced. I contacted Simon and I was like, this is amazing! His reply, we need to talk more about this koala biobridge. Are you free next week? I was kind of in limbo right then. I had this amazing opportunity to help our koalas with funding, and I just needed some help in Australia to try and pull it together. Megan, she's the president of Koala Crusaders and I'm her vice. We met through a fellow koala friend and I brought this idea with funding from the Body Shop to help koalas and she said, yeah, let's do it. So we just went from there. Months of emails, phone calls, meetings here with councils, to then have the application chosen from 12, shortlisted to 6, and then we were down to 3. We were one of 3 that was going to be chosen. The news of us getting chosen as a group, I can remember so clearly. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you scroll through your phone and you check all your emails. I got this email and I was like, just started crying. This moment had been years of working hard. Lots of meetings, phone calls, late nights, and it had all come together. I rang my partner. I'm crying again. He's been there the whole time and support this whole time. And I'm like, I'm just going to go out and just do some more koala stuff, or I'm just going to go see koalas. He's like, yep, he's there the whole time. So he's my biggest supporter, but I couldn't have also pulled it together without some other help. Rachel of Noosa Land Care, Megan of Queensland Koala Crusaders, and Emma too, who's local up here and she's part of the World Biobridge advisory team. I've been involved in koala conservation for a few years and have fallen in love with them. I've even created my own plantation at Mum and Dad's place to help koalas in care. I have 100+ gum trees to try and help them. Koalas are suffering throughout their whole home range, and we need to start drastically doing something to improve the koala population. This image is not one of a kind. It's happening all over Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, and even the ACT. This koala, her name is Ash. She was picked up dehydrated and exhausted from pacing around all those mulch piles that was on the Gold Coast over 2 years ago. Thousands of animals lose their homes when we have land clearing. Koalas are an umbrella species. Oh, thank you. Koalas are an umbrella species. When we lose them, another 250 different species are also lost. I've personally heard stories of koalas sitting on top of these mulch piles and they have trouble relocating. They have strong bonds with specific home ranges, and trying to move them just doesn't work. They don't understand why their homes are now mulch and there's just bark. So although I've said how drastic things are looking for our koalas, this project will help save the populations in southeast Queensland. We need more viable habitat and habitat connection to keep the genetics going. This is where the Body Shop's World Biobridge mission is helping us in starting to save the species. So that map was shown in the video. There's 30 hectares. We did two types of funding, so either 30 or 45, and the Body Shop came back to us with the 30 hectares that we're going to be doing from the UK. So 30 hectares from the UK. With sales from these headbands and amazing head towels, we should be able to double that and get 60 to 70 hectares of habitat built for our koalas in a small area in Noosa. So the actual project is the Noosa Koala Recovery Project. It's the biggest the state has ever done in restoring habitat for koalas, and it's nearly 2,500 hectares in northern Noosa. So the Body Shop's doing this chunk, and this chunk actually connects habitat that's already there. When we saw the pictures of the trees around it and the gaps, we will fill in those gaps and we will connect habitat through there, and it will snowball. So it's the biggest thing that I've ever been a part of, and we always need more helpers. So if you'd like to join Queensland Koala Crusaders, we always need more helpers on the ground, and we'll have a tree planting day to also kick off the project. We haven't had a lot of rain, so we need more rain, and then we can start planting. We weren't going to be doing any planting when it wasn't viable for the species to actually start thriving there. So when it starts to get a bit more rain in the area, that's when we'll do a tree planting day and everyone's invited. And let's not forget the Egyptian vulture in Kazakhstan. The World Biobridge mission is an amazing force in that any organisation around the world can seek help for so many species in need. I didn't even know there was a vulture in Kazakhstan, but helping a vulture and helping a koala at the same time is just one of the amazing things that the Body Shop is doing. I'm very proud to be part of a company fighting for our planet, saving our koalas, and part of a project I can personally leave a legacy so future generations can still go and see a wild koala. Once I'm gone, this will still be here. The whole project, once we finish, is a 5, 10 and 15 year timeline to get this project together. It also takes 20 years before a koala can use a tree. It will be turned into National Park, and it will be protected forever so that everyone can go and see koalas. Yeah. So I'll just finish with, Anita Roddick once said, if you think you're too small to make an impact, try going to bed with a mosquito.